Today I am going to explain you stage of combustion in SI engine and effect of spark plug timing. Now let's begin with the introduction. The performance of a spark ignition engine is a function of many factors. One of the most important one is the ignition timing. Also, it is one of the most important parameters for optimizing efficiency and emissions, permitting combustion engines to conform the future emission targets and standards. Now let us see how exactly the spark plug works. The plug is connected to the high voltage generated by an ignition coil or magneto. As current flows through the coil, as seen in the diagram, a voltage develops between the central and side electrodes. Initially, no current can flow because the fuel and air in the gap is an insulator. But as the voltage rises further, it begins to change the structure of gases between the electrodes. Once the voltage exceeds the dielectric strength of the gases, that is the air-fuel mixture, the gases become ionized. These ionized gases becomes a conductor and allows the current to flow through the gap. As the current of electron surges across the gap, it raises the temperature of spark to about 60,000 Kelvin. This intense heat in the spark causes the ionized gas to expand very quickly through the combustion chamber, and hence the combustion occurs. Now let us see the pressure versus the crank angle diagram. In the ideal pressure versus the crank angle diagram, it is expected that both the power stroke as well as the compression stroke exercises through 180 degree of crank angle rotation. But in actual, because of various mechanical factors of the valves, piston and dynamic factors of the high pressure gas, there needs to be an optimized spark plug timing so that the maximum pressure rise occurs near TDC. Now, why do we need the maximum pressure rise near TDC? We need the maximum pressure rise before near TDC because for this there will be a large amount of work generated, because for most of the power stroke the pressure has already reached its maximum value. Now let us discuss about the stages of combustion in actual P theta or pressure versus crank angle diagram. Now as seen in the diagram, there are 4 points A, B, C and D. Starting from A, at point A, that is before TDC, as the piston is about to reach the top dead center, spark is produced in the spark plug. Then till the point B, this phase is termed as ignition lag, Because of ignition lag only, it is necessary to ignite the charge in the cylinder some degrees before the crankshaft reaches top dead center. The number of degrees before the TDC at which ignition occurs is called ignition advance. The phase of ignition lag is purely a chemical process and depends upon the nature of fuel, the temperature of the gas at that time. Now, their second stage, from B to C. The point B is the point where the appreciable pressure rise occurs from the motoring curve. Now what is motoring curve? Motoring curve is the curve which will be obtained when the engine is not firing at all. The stage from B to C is called the main stage because most of the heat is released in this stage. In this stage, flame spreads throughout the combustion chamber. This stage is both a physical as well as a chemical phenomenon. Now, after reaching the maximum pressure at point C, it doesn't mean that all of the heat has released. From C to D, some amount of heat is released during the expansion stroke when the piston moves from TDC to BDC. In this stroke, some of the particles or expanded particles reassociate and release heat. As you can see, this is an SI engine diagram which shows the 4 stages of combustion, that is intake, compression, ignition, compression and then ignition, now power stroke and at last the exhaust stroke. Now coming to the timing, spark plug timing. Now As seen in the diagram, there are three timings: over advanced, normal, and retarded. The optimum angle of advance allows combustion to cease just after TDC, so that maximum possible pressure is built at a point just at the beginning of expansion stroke. We need the maximum pressure point to be near TDC so that large amount of work is generated, but not exactly at TDC because this is limited by the smooth working operation of the engine. Now, what will happen if we over advance the ignition timing from the normal timing? When the engine ignition is over advanced, the combustion is initiated too early and the cylinder pressure begins to rise rapidly while the piston is still trying to complete its compression stroke. This creates excessive pressures and may even produce shock waves in the cylinder, as it is illustrated by the ragged top on the curve 2, that is of the over advanced curve. An over advanced engine will run rough and will tend to overheat, resulting in loss of power. Then, now what will happen if we retard the timing from the normal timing? When the ignition timing is retarded, which is shown by the curve 3, the combustion is initiated late. In fact, the combustion will continue while the piston is sweeping its power stroke. Maximum pressure will occur and will not be as high as that in normal case. A retarded engine will produce less power output because when the pressure is reaching its maximum value, the piston is already started its expansion stroke, and due to late burning, the engine will run hot and may cause damage to exhaust valve and port timing. Now, there need to be an optimized timing between the over advanced and retarded timing. The optimum timing is known as the optimum timing, which gives the maximum brake torque, occurs when the magnitude of these two opposing trends, that is the over advanced as well as retarded, offset each other. If the start of combustion engine, as we have discussed, is progressively advanced before TDC, the compression stroke work transfer increases. If the end of the combustion stroke is progressively delayed by retarding the spark timing, the peak cylinder pressure occurs later in the expansion stroke and is reduced in magnitude. Thus, the maximum brake torque timing occurs between the over advanced timing and the retarded timing, where these effects nullify each other. So, the spark timing, which is advanced or retarded from MBT timing, that is maximum brake torque timing, always gives less torque. The MBT timing depends on the rate of flame development, propagation and termination, and on the flame travel path across the combustion chamber. So, by optimizing the timing between the over advanced and retarded timing, we can generate maximum amount of work from the spark ignition engine. This concludes my presentation. Thank you.